How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Bolt Banter. It's been a while. It's your boy Curtis Geffen here. We have Kendrick. How's it going, Kendrick?
Hello, Chargers football. Quite a day in Qualcomm Stadium. Maybe the last.
Possibly the last game, Week 15 against the Dolphins, played in Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. And it was just a game of emotions and yeah, it was kind of hard. It's kind of hard to watch it, I mean, they played well. They made a great exit, and I think it shows the heart of this team, the leaders of the team, that they played so well, being that they've had such a rough season and basically shut down the Dolphins when it mattered to the city more than it did to their team. But man, what a game yesterday. It was just like something we haven't seen in a while. 23-0 shutout at halftime. Holy moly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I gotta say, I put on this long sleeve for the first time yesterday after picking it up. 23 straight points.
There you go.
That's all I will say to that. But yeah, I think the biggest thing coming out of this game is how well our young guys on defense produced. I thought Perryman was absolutely wrecking it. I thought we've been talking about for a while how key it is to have Itachi and Ingram going at it, and they were playing very well. Patrick Robinson is really stepping up into the corner role with Brandon Flowers out for the season. So I thought those really stuck out to me as really important keys to this game.
Yeah, I saw that Craig Major, the guy that's kind of been a mystery, he made a play. He pushed someone out of bounds.
Yeah, and then Waddle goes over and taps him on the helmet like, "Good job, young buck. Way to get at it."
Mm-hmm. And behind this, great game on defense, Ingram was going ham on Tannehill. He was just wrecking him.
He's got this great picture on his Instagram of him wrecking Ryan Tannehill, and then he's like smiling at the camera.
Well, on the other side, Danny Woodhead catches 4 touchdown passes.
3 rushed for 1.
Oh, true.
And like, you gotta say, like, you're on the 1 yard line. You might as well let Melvin Gordon go and just walk into the end zone. Let him get a touchdown. And then the guy goes and has a knee injury now. Might not play for the rest of the season. We'll see. But like, oh my goodness. I was listening to it on the radio as it happened, and Josh Luna's just like, "You want Melvin Gordon to get a touchdown?" Oh no. No, you don't. Okay.
No, you don't.
But like, I like how, like, very slyly, like, I think it was on the second drive of the game, Melvin Gordon, like, the ball it gets whistled and everything, and the Dolphins had the ball. Melvin Gordon, like, slyly fumbled, and like nobody noticed because he kept getting carries and stuff because it was in the pile. But this guy noticed.
Yeah. But speaking of running the ball, there's this guy named Donald Brown.
Yeah, 90 yards rushing, huh?
Joke is on us. We made fun of Donald Brown all season, and then he has this game.
Yeah, against a Dolphins defense that isn't even trying out there. But
I mean, but he broke out. It's like, why couldn't Gordon do that? Like.
You gotta wonder. I thought Gordon was having his best game of the season so far from where he was going, 15 carries for 41 yards. So if he could have finished that game out, he probably would have gotten 28 carries. Maybe would have gotten close to 100 yards. Would have been pretty close there.
I mean, 15 carries on 40 yards isn't that great.
I mean, the thing that just makes me angry, though, is when he gets up to that line and there's no push, and he's just like, all right, can't go anywhere. So I keep trying to bounce it outside so much.
Yep.
It's frustrating.
Donald Brown, he showed us we were wrong, all along.
I don't know that wrong is the term.
Yeah, well, he was a surprise. Let's say that.
I think he demonstrates the lesson that we're learning this season, and that the football season is a very long one, and that analysis can change as the season goes on.
Yes, and behind this
So
game, this victory, there's a lot of emotion and controversy and discussion and frustration around this being the last game in Qualcomm Stadium, possibly. Now that word is always thrown on the end there. When you hear Philip or anyone talking about it, it's this is the last game at Qualcomm, possibly. And they treated it as if it was, because it could be. Um, but it was kind of tough to really think about. I mean, you and I are huge fans of the Chargers, but it's hard to process that 50 plus years will just be flushed down the drain from a city that supported the NFL and had a team in the NFL. It's crazy to me. It's absurd.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand how, from a business side, it makes sense, because being in San Diego, you're not going to lose a ton. You're going to attract a lot with an LA team right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't see how you lose.
I don't either. And it's like, you're not, if the Chargers move to LA, I doubt it would be without another team. They're not going to be the only team there. So to me, it's just like, not only are you really just betraying 50 plus years of membership to a city, you're dual sharing 50-50 Los Angeles. And no offense, but traffic is not great around there. So I'm curious to see how whatever team ends up there, how that all works out.
And it's not even that, too. It's that we're talking about 3 NFL teams in LA.
Yeah.
3. That's a 33% share.
I doubt all 3 would go, but you got to wonder who's going.
I don't know. Part of me likes to think that in January they're going to be like, all right, the city's plan is happening, and the Rams move to Inglewood. But I don't know. That's the weird thing, too. We still don't know.
That's a stupid thing. It's a wait. We don't know, like they don't know. And it's weird, too, especially because for sure it's looking like Weddle played his last home game yesterday. And I'm sure
Yeah,
that was weird.
I think Weddle leads the Chargers no matter what, though. No matter where we're at.
Oh, yeah. It's weird, though. It's weird to me. It's just weird. Weddle and Rivers and Gates and Floyd didn't leave the stadium. They didn't leave the field. I was listening to 1090 and Rock 105.3 after the game, and it took them an hour or two to leave the field. It was that much of a spectacle there on the field.
I saw a clip on Twitter of people waited in the parking lot by where Eric Weddle was parked.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had this badass black car, and he spun out some donuts and stuff in the parking lot.
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
I think he has a lifted black truck with just toned out black, tinted windows.
No. It was like a Camaro or something.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, little black Batmobile looking thing.
Yeah, and he's just now finishing his house that he built here in San Diego. So I'm sure it's kind of difficult, being that he may not play in San Diego.
I mean, LT still lived here.
Yeah. But yeah, hard one to watch. And man, was it emotional or what when they had that curtain call for Floyd, Gates, and Rivers?
Oh yeah, especially Floyd, because this is probably his last season.
I think for sure it is. Like he said, he's retiring, and yeah, it's pretty emotional. There was some guy, I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Josh Lewin or someone didn't like that move, but I was like, that's a good move to do. if it is the last game in San Diego, I mean, those three have been a combo for, gosh, years, 12 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Been a combo for a while. And yeah, we'll have to wait. The date for that vote is January 10th?
17?
17? Okay.
And even then, we're talking about them extending it to February, maybe to March and May. We'll see. But stay tuned for Chargers football from the LA Coliseum. Right after those, following up those USC Trojans.
I sure hope not.
What a game changer. Get out of here. That's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Let's go watch the Chargers play at San Diego High School in Balboa Park.
I would be down. That'd be crazy. There'd be nowhere to sit, but
You bring your own chairs, those field level seats. $150, bring your own chair.
Squeeze in, just get to the end, keep going.
So, how about these injuries, huh?
Yeah, they never end.
I don't even know what to say. Like, who goes out in this game? You got Melvin Gordon, Kyle Emanuel. Oh, did you know Kyle Emanuel? He left with a concussion. 14th concussion this season for the Chargers, the most in the NFL.
That's a stat that's kind of swept under the rug.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Not gonna hear that on TV. Heard that on the radio.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about besides the depressing factor of waiting and the emotional game that it was yesterday. I went down the queue for a little bit, just for like the first half, and hung out in the parking lot in case that it was the last game. Get a little feel for that. And
Drove around a little bit.
yeah, walked around, found someone that had the game on, watched the first half in the parking lot. It was just an emotional thing. Like it's weird to think that next year, I mean, it would be quick. But even next year or whatever, there could be no Chargers in San Diego. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy. And part of me is like I think a lot of people in the NFL, like cities, should be concerned if this is allowed to leave like after being somewhere for 50 years. Like no team is safe. I mean, some teams are because they're so grounded, but certain teams wouldn't be safe to keep their team if San Antonio offers them a better deal, or London, or whatever the heck you want to
I'm curious to see what the crowd is like in Oakland next week, because St. Louis didn't really care when they were on Thursday Night Football. And San Diego obviously cares. So it'll be interesting to see how that stadium responds.
Yeah, because I haven't really tried to dig into it, but I haven't heard much about the Oakland fans trying to keep their team.
Yeah, I don't think they care. So it's like,
I just don't know. I mean, I saw that there's like the Raider fans and the Charger fans team up with the LA Ram fans to be on the Inglewood wagon all the time. I see that on Facebook. But I don't know. I haven't heard much about the Raider fans being like, hey, yeah, let's keep them in Oakland. I haven't heard a big murmur about that. So
we'll see. We'll see next week.
Actually, I think we're playing Thursday. Am I right? Thursday night?
Oh, hey, Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve. And the Aztecs are playing that night, or that day.
Are they really? They're playing their bowl game?
In Hawaii.
Oh. Yep.
Cincinnati.
Yep.
Good day of football.
Their games are at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They're on ESPN and the NFL Network. I wonder what the breakdown's going to be like that for TV.
Oh no.
ESPN versus NFL Network. It'll probably be on CBS here though.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't have much else to say
yeah, I think that's it.
other than don't bolt.
The Dolphins are a bad team.
They
I'm gonna say that.
were not great yesterday. They made us look pretty good.
Could be worse.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a chance to watch any of Philip Rivers' interviews?
I did, and he's very emotional about it. He doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, he does not want to leave. I think
I
a lot
think
of people are.
if they move, we're gonna hear a lot more about Philip Rivers getting traded. Like we're gonna hear that a lot.
I swore though in his contract there was a no trade clause.
I think there is, but we'll see. We'll see how that changes. Just saying, I could see him. I could see him getting traded to New York or Houston.
I just think he doesn't want to leave San Diego. Like you know what I mean? Because like he is not only the quarterback of the Chargers, but he is like a figure of San Diego. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Philip Rivers. He's been here since 2004, 2005, 2004. Yep, 2004. I'm pretty sure. And since becoming the starting QB, he's been, the face of the franchise, face of San Diego. He said in his interview, he's the quarterback of San Diego. The quarterback of the city, and it's gonna be weird if he's not here.
Yep.
Because who else is like the face of San Diego for like as an athlete? I mean, Padres, there's no real figure that kind of stands out as the face of San Diego other than Phil Rivers. Philip.
Indeed, I completely agree with you.
I heard that Gates might retire if they move. That was a rumor.
He played great yesterday.
He did.
Played like he wants to keep playing.
But I mean, I don't see anything wrong in if we start hearing more of that, like, oh, if you guys would move to LA, peace.
Yeah, absolutely. I could see the players like kind of using them staying and leaving with the team as like a bargaining chip to try to get the team to stay here.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah. Like, what if Weddle just went to them and was like, hey, I'll stay if you guys stay in San Diego?
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised. I think Gates is going to do that. I think he's going to be like, hey, guys, if you guys move, I'm retiring. Peace.
Yep. I don't know. Don't know. So, this Thursday,
mm-hmm.
the Raider game. How do we want to do that? Wednesday, Thursday preview show?
Could do.
We know how much those Raiders fans love us.
Oh, boy, do they love us. But first, before we
wonder where they're at now, 6-8.
I showed Kendrick this picture, but this is Carson for you. Oh yeah.
Well, that's what I was telling you. When you were on your way back to San Diego, did you see the freeway spot where there was that dirt lot on the right?
Yeah, I saw it. But
yeah, that's where the stadium would be, right there in that landfill.
From beaches in America's finest city to Carson, California. No offense to anyone that lives there. I'm just saying it is not an upgrade.
From beautiful places to eat to hotels,
greatest breweries in the world,
to a great skyline, to an IKEA right across the freeway. On top of a landfill. Just saying.
And if you can make it to kickoff on time, you will be lucky. I'm just saying. Sunday is terrible traffic.
That hour and 40 wait on that freeway exit. Get ready for it.
How funny would that be? Just
No
like
trolley system? We got a trolley system.
they don't have anything going there. It would just be like, all right, we're at halftime now. We just filled up the stadium, or even at kickoff. It's like
They'd
no
wait.
one's here yet.
They'd wait till like the 2-minute warning to announce the stadium attendance.
Right at kickoff, no one is here yet, but they're on their way.
I won't support it.
Never.
Same with Carson. You're never going to see me in one of those games.
Never. Us and a lot of people will not support. No. Okay, well, we can preview the Raiders game because, the Raider fans love us. We have some fans that follow us just to excite our viewership.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Thursday Night Football.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You ready? Jim Nantz and Phil Simms coming right at you.
Should do a Wednesday preview.
I think so, yeah. Wednesday at 12?
Let's bank it on Wednesday. Wednesday. All right, well, don't bolt. San Diego has had the Chargers for 50-plus years, so they should stay in San Diego.
We'll see.
That's all I
See
got.
how they finish the season out. 2 more games.
2 more games.
Raiders and Broncos. Let's get it done.
Raiders and Brock Lobster.
Oh my gosh. My brother said that people have been calling him the Wizard of Oz.
I mean,
oh my god.
But how has no one called him like Assweiler yet? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, so close. Just saying. All right.
Bull banter approved.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let's keep the Chargers here in San Diego. Thursday Night Football against the Raiders.
Go see Star Wars.
Go see Star Wars for sure. I've seen it twice already. Probably see it again. All right. Later, y'all.
Bolt up.